This even now the strategy of even the most modern government today to touch on the lowness of people to get them into discipline, to put them into fear. Simply talking about cigarettes, okay? Only in India, the most ugly picture of a rotten face on the cigarette packets. In all other countries, there is a warning. Cigarette will kill you, smoking is, etc., etc., etc. But the government of India, or the idiots sitting there in the central position taking rules, they are putting the most embossing, stupid diagram to make people aware of their fear of tragedies. Fear.
Yeah.
Okay?
What's the picture, Sundarji?
On the cigarette packet.
Oh,
I don't have a cigarette packet. I am using rolled cigarettes. Okay, it is imported rolled cigarette. In it is written what? Smoking kills. That's all. It is from Switzerland or England or somewhere. Okay.
in India, what is the picture? That's
in
what
India.
I'm saying.
In India. Anyway, I don't have that stupid cigarette packet now. Okay. Because that implies, that actually indicates the way the so-called high class, administrators use and to make people low, 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 treating them as low. They are not capable of understanding. And there are a number of other examples. In most of the government offices, if you have gone, you will invariably feel low. Because that's the way they will treat you. Even their very look. And if somebody is high, even the so-called district collector will bow down before that person. And that's where most of the administrative anomalies of India is happening because of that. So-called senior joint secretary, state secretary included, they really feel LOW, low before a powerful and rich person. And that's what is going on in India, even perhaps with the foreign policies. Even now India does not have the guts to revise the education policy. They are still the victims of the West, because West is high. West meaning US. Even now India is trying to imitate and duplicate what the West does. Even the so-called BJP government talking about Bharatiya Janata Party and talking about redeeming the tradition of India, even they are blind victims of the Western concepts of whatever. Because they are powerful, because they are rich.
Yes.
Even the government of India is feeling low, 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 before the high of the US. I would say even the religions. Why the Islam religion is constantly trying to dominate the world, trying to capture territories? Because I would say psychologically they are feeling low. If they are really powerful, why do they bother? Why do they bother to prove that they are the greatest religion, that everybody should follow them? Because powerful is powerful is powerful. It is full of confidence. Even if nobody is there, we are okay. Similarly, Christianity also. I read somewhere that the Catholic religion in US wants the entire world to be Catholic. Then the world will be heaven. Of course, I am only a human being. I don't belong to any religion. From that standpoint, I would say, let me tell you the open fact that the so-called Hindus are just not bothered. They don't want to conquer the world. They don't want to establish their religions anywhere. They are okay. By this I am not saying anything. That's why I said in the beginning itself that as a real human being I would like to say. Evidence, on the basis of evidence. That's also because Hinduism, there is no Hinduism, there is no religion called Hinduism. Everybody has the freedom to choose his or her own deity, his or her own ways of prayer or worship or anything. That is why it is not organized like the way other religions are organized. There is no central text, there is no central leadership, there is no central deity. Luckily. Whereas the other religions are political religions. They want to conquer the world, they want to establish the entire world to be that. So what? If the entire world is full of Christians, so what? The entire world is full of Muslims, so what? Which LOW, which low mind leader is trying to establish that? Feeling uncomfortable that they are only in some places. These are all questions you as genius themselves must consider. You must be definitely beyond any religion. Because they are all man-created ideologies to appease the majority mindset. You can look at the history of religion. It is to appease, to make the normal people happy and contented and to seek support or an asylum. They don't have that much of intelligence. They don't have the time for developing that much of understanding. To them, somebody provided this technology on the basis of a stupid, non-existing central God anywhere else in the heaven or anywhere. Okay, let it be okay. I am not, because that is a wonderful way. We need not be against it. That's the only way the majority can feel happy and good. Because the majority mindset, any psychologist, any normal distribution theory would prove that the majority, 97% of the population is below average. It is a fact which the society is not really aware of. Because psychology says